Hello everyone, it's Dave Lamoste here and we're back with another laboratory. Laboratory 9, PHP in databases. Part 1, database setup. Uh, so I have to create a database and a table name student with fields, ID, full name and course and year level, and insert at least 3 records manually. So for the database setup, we have a setup here. We've used this one, labdb php, then ID, full name, course, year level. So ID should be auto increment primary key, varchar full name at least 100 characters, and course at least 50 characters, still varchar. And then year level, we have it insert at least 3 records manually. So I've inserted 3 records already. So part 2, create a file, dbconnect, research MySQLi connection. We're using MySQLi connection for this one. Check connection for errors, close a connection, and then build your own connection. So I have my connection here already. This is my this should be your SQL's main settings. So for the host, you have your local host, depending what you have set in your local computer. I'm using the root as user, and then the password as default, no password, and then the database name. So this is for the connection or starting the connection. Variable con or whatever you want, then equals MySQLi connect, then host user pass, db name should be passed on this inside this MySQLi connect parameter. And then if a validation for the connection, if not equal to con, then connection should fail. Okay, so display data from the database on web. So create read students, select all from query, research how to fetch data using SQLi fetch ASOC, display the results on in HTML table, and table showing all students. Okay, so read students .php. Here we have the read students. We're reading all of these students, the student list. So we're using a while loop for this one. As you can see here, we have our while loop. So select all from students, and then result SQLi query. Okay, display the results on an HTML table. So we have a table here created. Okay, so a very basic table. So we get that done. And then part 4, insert operation, how to send data. Create an HTML form with full name, course, and year level with those fields. Then how to send data, how to access post values, how to create an insert SQL statement, then insert student.php to save the data. So we have our insert student here. We're creating a method post to send data using post, and then access post values and PHP. So here we have our PHP script to access post values. Then create an insert statement, SQL statement. Then yeah, that's basically it. Then for the success or error message, we have here. Okay, so update operation. Part 3, add a link, like, edit, research, how to pass how to pass record using ID parameters, create edit student and update student. So we have here edit student, to get the student ID, fetch student's data, and then should be there should be a form to let the user decide what's the name, course, and year for the updated or the editing or for editing the student. Then update student. Yeah, just like the other one, we have the post value to check. If I'm not mistaken, post to access. Okay, so to access post statements. Okay, and then we have the delete operation. Delete here. Just delete it from your table where ID is equal to the same ID. Okay. So handling form inputs. Difference between get and post, SQL injection, and why it matters, how to use basic validation, add simple input checks. So we have already implemented those already. So these are some examples. This is just some of the examples of one of the examples of input checks or basic validation. So the location should be correct and there should be a proper connection and proper SQL queries for this page so that it would work. Okay, then a dynamic web, this one. Okay, so we have created a page for the list of students, total count, search box, buttons, links. Then there's been a lot of this is basically the basic of the dashboard, but for a beginner who's just learning PHP, this is already a lot, especially the search function. But we have it already, we have those already all of here. So let's just, so this is my students dashboard .php. So as you can see, I only have one because I've deleted my other student record. So let's just add, say, Maria DB, Maria Debbie, this IT says second, then add student. Okay, new student, the prompt is correct. So we haven't added a back button since that wasn't part of the instructions. So as we refresh, we can see that Maria Debbie is already here. Let's try adding a new one. Say Dave Lamoste, BSIT. Let's just say DCE and then third year level. So added successfully. Let's go back here and then refresh. So search button, we have already that working. So let's try editing. Okay, let's edit Crisostomo Ibarra as to have a course BSIT. Update, then yeah, record updated successfully. So Ibarra is now a BSIT student. Let's try deleting Ibarra. So as you can see, he's been deleted. So if we go back to students dashboard, I guess, so let's just go back here and then refresh. So Ibarra is now gone. So that's basically it for this one. We're successfully retrieving or fetching the tables data from our database here, LabDB. So here we have students and we only have two students currently. So let's try adding last one. Say Maria DB, let's say Jando BSIT, say 4th year, add student. Okay, let's try refreshing. Okay, so Jando is already here, then refresh here, Jando. Okay, so that's basically it for this laboratory. I hope that this helped you, and if you have any questions, feel free to comment down below, and I'll be uploading all of the files, or the all of the PHP scripts and files, including the SQL connection, so SQL file for this table here. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. Have a lovely Christmas and have a blessed Christmas.